All right. Good afternoon. Must be about 1:30 on Saturday, December the 29th. Just an update with some thank yous for Christmas. So I'm going to finish up that. I'm here my final weekend as an inpatient at Craig, I think. There's been no talk of me staying. I've been dressed appropriately by my favorite nurse, Mary, and my favorite tech, second favorite tech, Chris. They have me and my sister found it very funny to make me a collage of patterns. As you can see, so the plaid pants, the camo shirt, and of course, the ever stylish flannel with plaid. Flannels are coming back, as I see all the trendy girls and guys around here at Craig wearing a lot of flannel. Again, plaids, as that was very, very cool, I think, when we were in high school. So I should have just hung on to my flannel collection. I'm going to continue some thank yous that I had started at Christmas. I finally got through my pile of cards, which was extensive. So again, feeling the love, and I appreciate everybody who has taken the time to send me stuff or cards upon cards upon cards upon cards. Some of you. So thank you. Bonnie and Davis Howard, I've seen so many cards from you guys. I appreciate it. Jessica Giuliani, thank you, thank you. Dylan and Jill, family members, mom, dad, Laura, Marie, Carrie, everybody that I want to thank. I wish I could think of the list, but I think somebody like Nick Silverman put it really well in my letter that it's amazing how many people you find in your inner circle or circle of friends that care about you when they hear about something tragic happening to you. So I am happy that this has brought me back together with those people. So again, thanks. Individually, some couple things I wanted to share with people. Other than the quote I had put at the first of the video here, I don't remember who sent me that, but man, what a great one. Thank you. I wish I would have pulled it out of which envelope, but you know who you are. I mean, it's a great quote. Struggle are the things that make us strong. I guess that's me. So beautiful people don't just happen. Beautiful people are, like, for example, my friends Alan Meyer, his wife Sarah, and their two kids, Elsa and Maren. Proof that good people are still having kids out there. They're just an example. Stuart Hyde, like I said, I saw your kids. Nick and Julie Schaefer, love your kids too. I mean, just the list goes on. I know sometimes we get down and a lot of people get kind of bent out of shape about the political environment that they see in the news about everything going to hell. But, you know, and then we start thinking about Idiocracy, the movie, that the good people aren't reproducing and raising children and family and taking it on anymore. But I think it's still happening. So I guess those are, you know, keeping that fortitude. This is kind of the word of the day here, as I'm reading a letter from one of my ex-girlfriends. And this is somebody that I was with for a while, whom we fell out of touch and have come back into touch, and appreciate that, to Neil. So a good word, fortitude. Bravery in the face of adversity. So everybody out there struggling, raising a family is not easy, and I see it in my own sisters and my own friends, but it's worth it. So thank you. Been a while, I guess. A little bit of allergies going on, I think. So while we're on the quotes, I think this was from Amber Howard and her family. It says, encourage yourself, believe in yourself, and love yourself. Never doubt who you are. So those are wise words. I'm not really sure if it belongs to anybody, but I'd give credit where credit was due. But a great one for me. I'll put that one up on the wall. Next to the other one, I guess. So that leads me on to the people raising kids. Speaking of people raising kids, Brandon, great job. Love his kids. Glad I've gotten to know them a little better over the last few months. Charlie and Lucy, sweet kids. Awesome kids. So, good job, Brandon. And he is watching my dog. And got me some stickers of Bodie's face so he can adorn any thank you cards I might send out. So, looking forward to that. Thanks, Brandon. And thanks for all your help this year. Couldn't have done it without you. Brandon got to spend the night, as a piece of news, here at the Craig Hospital. He was my first in-room guest, Christmas night. May or may not have had a couple too many beers and ended up sleeping on the hide-a-bed, which was a wise decision. But it was nice to have Brandon here so we could chat as we were going to bed. And I really appreciate it. It was kind of funny. The nurses all thought it was really funny when they woke up and saw Brandon, or they came into the room and saw Brandon waking up. So it was good times for all. Great Christmas with Laura, Carrie, Arno, Monica, Nina, and a great night. So my Aunt Mary Ann sends me some good stuff every now and again. Insightful. This one's a little long. But the gist of it was that the monkey, the dog, and the cow were, told what their purpose was, and that they would have to live a certain length of their life. So dog said, he'll give 10 years back out of 20. The monkey said he'd give 10 years back out of 20. And the cow said he'd give 40 years back out of 60. So, at that point, on the fourth day, God created man and said, eat, sleep, marry, and enjoy your life, for this I'll give you 20 years. The man said, only 20 years, ? Could you possibly give me my 20, the 40 the cow gave back, the 10 the monkey gave back, and the 10 the dog gave back? That makes 80, okay? Okay, God said, you asked for it. So that is why for our first 20 years, we eat, sleep, play, and enjoy ourselves. For the next 40 years, we slave in the sun to support our family. For the next 10, we do monkey tricks to entertain grandchildren. And for the last 10, we sit on the front porch and bark at everyone. So, now life has been explained to you. Thought that was cute. Thanks, Aunt Mary Ann. I feel like I've been sitting on the porch barking at people already, so gonna have to learn to be the monkey for a while. Have some fun. Or I'm going to be slaving for a while too, so. Here's another good one too. From my Aunt Mary Ann, clips out newspaper stuff. Sven and Lars hired a pilot to fly them to Canada to hunt moose. Excuse me, hold on. They begged for moose, and as they started loading the plane for the return trip home, the pilot told them the plane can only carry two moose. They objected strongly, stating, last year we shot 4 moose, and the pilot let us put them all on board, as he had the same plane as yours. Reluctantly, the pilot gave in, and all 4 were loaded. Unfortunately, even at full power, the little plane couldn't handle the load, and crashed a few minutes after takeoff. Climbing out of the wreck, Lars asked Sven, any idea where we are? Sven said, I think we're pretty close to where we crashed last year. But anyways, here's a cool picture at the bottom of this. Tis a couple of 2-3 of them moosin' by a wrecked airplane. I don't know if that's real or not, but and then Jack and Cooper Fields. Merry Christmas. Miss you guys. Here's a picture. 2 boys are growing up so fast, it's hard for me to even blink anymore. But they're doing super good. Again, they are carving Halloween pumpkins, but got the right color jerseys on. Go Badgers. and obviously creating some artistic work. Their skills are quite, they're evolving, right? We got, what, like a 10-eyed monster there with 6 or 8 legs. And then Cooper, I think he's more into the watercolors at this point. It looks like Pumpkinhead Man, I think. But very good. Thank you, Cooper. Thank you, Jack. You guys, super creative. So, all right. I'll be back momentarily. I got this in the mail as a little treat from Elaine and Ernest Fund. It was a box that looked like a book, and they said that they sent me some Buckeyes to go with my coffee. I hope you guys can smell that. That's peanut butter and chocolate. They are amazing, and they have barely made it 12 hours, and they are going quick. Elaine and Ernest, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you guys. Thank you for the letters, as always, and please send the recipe of my new double bed that I get to sleep in now for my final week at Craig. Those are the chain loops I talk about in my video. I'll pull myself up, and then I've got my sweet pillowcase from Jenny Belt. So, big steps, big boy bed. All right, everybody. It is December 29th, outside, finishing my update, putting on sunglasses, sitting in the sun, wearing my Packer colored poncho made by Donna in the gift shop here at Craig. This thing was $20, a steal at twice the price. It is made of fleece and long in the front, covers my feet, and you can see pretty open short on the sides and in the back so that I can be in a wheelchair. Specifically made for her husband. She came up with the idea. It's got a nice hood, a little zipper in the front. You can get it on and off, zip it open real close. It's real easy for me to handle, but real warm. Thank you, Donna. Everybody said it was cold outside today, and I beg to differ. I think it feels beautiful out here. It may be freezing, but man, this Colorado sun, 300 days a year, a guy can get used to this. So yeah, my last weekend as an inpatient here at Craig. I'll be around Craig for another 2 months, maybe 2.5. Things are lining up to do that. I just signed up for my Peak membership, which is a gym membership here, where I can ride FES bike, get in the pool, do workouts. They'll help me. And you can pay for personal training. One of the struggles of getting out of here is lining up in home care. My surgical wound is still open on my backside, which makes me super nervous, but the doctors say it's getting smaller. But the surgeon came yesterday and he said another 3 to 4 weeks before it would even close. So that means 3 to 4 more weeks of twice a day wound care, dressing, things like that, which my family can do, but we're looking for qualified help because we need somebody to look at that thing more often to make sure that it's not changing condition and going south, because it is an open wound from surgery that needs to heal from the inside out. It's a couple centimeters long by maybe 1.5 centimeters wide now, but I see it, and man, it freaks me out. So anyhow, enough about the blood and guts. That lining up some in-home care, like I said, I want to make sure I do enough to not tax people that are taking care of me, my caretakers and my family members, especially my dad, who will be here again in late January through March. Care for me for now. Sister Laura's here. We're trying to get her trained in everything to understand it all, helping me get it out of bed, helping me get dressed, helping me do wound care, helping me do catheter care, all those little things, and then, you know, understanding how to get me in and out of chairs and in and out of bed and into the shower chair, into the shower so I can shower myself. You know, like I said, that's that 90% of the way there for me right now. You know, I'm 90% of the way of doing everything on my own. But that last 10%, I'm going to require help for a while until I can get strong enough and practice enough to be able to handle it on my own. It's just like washing. Right now I can shower myself all the important parts except for my underside. Like I can't really reach down far enough and use these hands with any sort of a scrubber to get it clean. Plus I can't see the wound right now, which is right down there and is dangerous. So apartments next door starts January 3rd through February 3rd. Then we're going to go to the Marriott. I think I've talked about that before. The Marriott is dog friendly, has a kitchen, has a roll-in shower bathroom. It's fairly affordable and furnished. I think they clean your room every day, and they give me there's a shuttle ride included, negotiated by Craig, daily to and from Craig. I just got to line it up and get there, and they'll wheel me on and strap me down. So it's only about 10 minutes away from here, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be tight. There's a hide-a-bed and a bed. You know, some dad or whoever's staying with me at the time will be there for me to help get me through the nights and mornings and stuff. So anyways, if anybody is interested in coming to do care, we'll work out a schedule. Yeah, so after the 16th or 17th of January, I would probably say that weekend, whatever that is, 20th maybe, 19th, somewhere in there, that Saturday. If people want to come visit, that'd be awesome. February 3rd is moving day, so if you're here, you will be working. Weekdays are always going to be best for me, and we're trying again to not overdo it on visitors. It's really challenging for me to really connect with anybody if there's 7 or 8 people here at a time. I really appreciate that everybody wants to come. It's really hard for me though to give anybody quality time. So if you are interested, you can reach out through Lots of Helping Hands. You can try to text me. I'll pass it along to my sisters. If you know my sisters' phone numbers, you can text them, Marie Carey or Laura. We'll try to get a schedule going, and all are welcome. You can camp on the floor at the Marriott with us. You could get a room next door. You can crash on the floor in the rooms next to Craig here too. So after January 3rd, like I said, Laura's here till the 7th, and then Uncle Sarge comes until the 12th, and I think Ryan gets here from the 12th to the 16th, Uncle Ryan, and then from there my sister Marie comes and takes over again until, I can't remember if it's like I said, the 19th or the 20th when she flies out, and then Dad will be here back on the 17th to kind of get trained up and get through it all. So trying to be a good student of the Craig Hospital right now, trying to get everybody trained and getting through care, so it's a hard one. I have to know how to train people and direct. That's the most important thing, I guess, is I have to be the expert, and I'm learning fast, but I hope that we get through the tough times and everybody is able to handle it, and we can start working towards independence. I'm gonna miss my family at Craig. I'm also realizing that I'm getting to be the old elder statesman here, an inpatient. Talked to a gentleman today from Wisconsin, had moved to Colorado a few months ago, living the dream, and had himself a skiing accident, unfortunately, and left himself as a paraplegic. Brandon, you're gonna do great. You're young, you're fit. You will be skiing again, I'm sure, someday, because it's hard to keep a good man down. But yeah, from Wisconsin, from West Bend, so that's why I struck up a conversation, but they had just gotten here a week ago, a little bit less, and you know, I can share your sentiments. It is bewildering, but just be assured you're in a good place. Everybody out there, all these new Craig patients this season, we discharge a bunch and a bunch of new ones come in. So yeah, all those Craig patients who I wish you a good happy new year. And all the staff and my family here, nurses, therapists, happy new year. Love every one of you. You've been super helpful for me. Taught me much humility and patience, as well as confidence, strength, courage, fortitude. So again, gonna miss this place, but I'm not done yet. Next phase is about to begin. the outpatient life strengthening. Been struggling with a little bit of nerve pain in my neck. When I look down, for some reason, I get a zinger, some nerve tingling in my hands and my legs and stuff, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. They rushed me in for an MRI yesterday, trying to figure out if there's any fluid on my nerves, but apparently, or my spinal cord. Apparently that has drained and is looking better. Trying to get to the bottom of what could be causing it. So we'll see what happens next week. Dr. Balazi is probably out skiing at Winter Park till maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not sure. Monday's a normal therapy day. Tuesday is holiday. Wednesday is my final day of therapy. Thursday is moving day, so wish me luck. But so far this week, we had a good week, even though it was a short one. Got a lot accomplished with Laura and Carrie here. Kind of taught them a lot, like we said. Mary's been a huge help. My therapist has been a huge help in training. We're working on bed transfers and got cleared for bed transfers. Got cleared for individual car transfers with Laura. Hoping to go to Red Rocks tomorrow as kind of my final little outing as an inpatient. Rented a car, so we'll transfer into it and take the kids to wear them out up at the Red Rocks. Maybe grab Bodie on the way too. So just looking forward to a little drive in the car. See a little bit more of Denver. I have not seen much of it. Wednesday, my driving sensei Sarah and I finished my final test with hand controls in the minivan. Got to do interstate driving 65 miles an hour, and apparently I passed. Sarah, thank you so much. You're a great instructor, and I look forward to seeing you on the road being a safe driver. So now I've just got to apply for my medical modifications for my car, which is going to be hand controls, and then however else I can get loaded up into that vehicle if I get that vehicle. So right now we haven't had any movement on the power wheelchair. Had my discharge meeting on Thursday, talked about a lot. My blood pressure has been dropping a lot lately, and when I get up in the mornings, which is challenging because my mornings are going to be early. So we've got a couple different things to try to normalize that. Whether it be drinking more water, with my meds, kind of keeping that in order, and yeah. Been sleeping in the double bed since Thursday night. That was my first night in a normal bed, which was awesome. Mary got me a Geo mat, which is a super soft pad for the top of it that I get to take with me, which is helpful because they bump me up to the 4-hour turns, allowing me to sleep because I can get on my right side and then to my back, which is good because then I can stay off my left shoulder, which gets tension in it and sore in the middle of the night, and then I don't sleep as good. But so I've been getting some sleep, good enough anyways. It's gonna be a challenge. I gotta try and figure out how to turn myself at night so that nobody has to wake up and do that for me, and that I've got the proper padding around my ankles and knees so that I do not get any pressure sores in those areas, because those are going to be dangerous now, and you've got to keep an eye on it as always. So yeah, that's the challenges of the double bed, not having the head function, raise and lower. The nurses have to work pretty hard, to bend down, so we're trying to work through those little details. But Laura's been doing great. She's gotten me up a couple different days now, and we're starting to get a little bit of a system, helping me with slide transfers and being safe. Working with my techs to do that same thing too, but still not doing slide transfers into the commode chair. It's just with a wet ass, bare ass. It is very hard on that wound, so we are gonna wait on that until that thing closes up and is healed. So we had a shower. My therapists and I and my sisters, basically they rolled me into the shower at 8 o'clock in the morning once my blood pressure finally came up. And I'm able to shower myself pretty well, and with the exception of my back, maybe my legs, lower legs and stuff, I'm not confident enough to get down there to get them, but they don't really need much these days. They don't get too dirty, but get the important parts cleaned up by myself, which I'm I'm happy about. You know, that's a good one to check off the list. But then the program, still kind of that last 10% too of getting cleaned up underneath after the program. So hopefully I'll find the strength before too long. That'd be a good one, so we don't have to have in-home care to help me with that, or any other things for that matter, but it will take time. Gosh, I don't know what else to say. Like I said, discharge meeting was good. Everybody said very nice things about me, which it's hard to hear. I know they love me and they're great to me, and they're sad to see me go. So I guess I've been a good patient, and have had a good attitude that they appreciate. So I hope everybody else can do the same for them, because they deserve it. They're great people. They work hard here, and man, they make miracles happen. So yeah, it's a good thing to be thankful for this season, holiday, and then the new year coming up. Speaking of New Year, 2019, the big plan right now, everybody wants to mark the calendars, is February 15th to the 22nd. We're trying like hell. It's on the calendar now. We're confirming is 15th to the 22nd is back into Missoula. I think my first flight, commercial flight. Brandon is gonna try and fly with me, maybe my dad, but we'll figure out somebody to fly as a partner. But I think for the most part, once I'm through the gates, they take care of me, and I can fly all my medical equipment for free. So we're gonna try and plan the benefit. I'll let people know when that happens. I'm sure they'll be posted all over internets. If people could help spread the word, that'd be great. And then as far as fundraisers go, 1,000 thank yous I owe to people on the GoFundMe that has gotten me through some of these medical expenses so far. And then we have started what's called a Help Hope Live campaign. And Help Hope Live is a non-profit 501c3 if you need a tax write-off. Like I said, for business or personal. There's lots of other ones besides mine out there, but if you feel like you can get that or need that 501c3 donation, helphopelive.org, search for Mike Manhardt. I don't have the link, but I believe it's been posted to Lots of Helping Hands by my sister, followed by the posting of the t-shirt fundraiser. If you want your Manhardt team t-shirts, go on there, purchase one. I believe $8 to $10 of it will go back to me. It's not a huge deal, but I just think that's really cool for Dave to do that. So help. Like I said, lots of helping hands. Check out my page. The t-shirt sale is on there. My sister Laura has posted it. So click on the link. Order yourself a sweet Mike Manhardt custom designed logo t-shirt. And I will give you a big hug. That's what I can do. So, still got these arms, good at hugging. And if anybody wants a ride in the wheelchair, I will offer a lap ride in the wheelchair for anybody under 180 pounds. I don't know. Maybe we'll ride over the bridge together if you buy 100 t-shirts. I don't know. I'm just making that all up, but that's what I can offer. Best coffee at Craig Hospital for the next week and the next month over at the apartments. So God bless everyone. I appreciate it. Again, the prayers, the thanks, the cards, and the support most of all. So my gratitude. Thank you. And we will keep in touch. Be well this holiday season.